Hi guys, welcome back to Sunday League to Champions League. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and you know what the deal is today. We need 3 wins in our last 3 games, and we will win the title. Fortunately, we have again been hit and miss. We got battered 3-0 away from home against Grimsby, but we've won at home against Aldershot and Rochdale. Given that pattern of home and away matches in recent games, we've got 2 away games and 1 home game. The home game is against Tamworth, away at Cheltenham and Newport. We could have all 3 games today. We might just have the 2. But um, depending on what happens in these next 2 games, it could either cement a title potentially or the playoffs, or, like I say, it'll go into the last game of the season. I'm not too confident given our up and down form, and Tamworth continue to win football matches. They're ahead of us with 16 goal difference better off than we have. And unfortunately, it's not looking too promising, is it really? Harrison Smith, who plays for Tamworth, top goal scorer in the league, he's absolutely running riot. And Cheltenham's Ryan Loft, he scored a couple against us last time out. He's up there as well in the top scorers chart. So we've got a lot of work to do. We've confirmed a playoff place anyway, so that's not the concern. But we know what we're after now, and that is promotion. And again, we're having to rotate. Andy Apan has missed out on one of the games, which was the defeat against Grimsby, because he was on international duty. It's a very difficult situation right now. Uh, we're going to get the best 11 playing, apart from Abatiaman, because he is suspended. He got sent off in that game as well. So it's a big miss for us. Hitchison is going to come onto the bench today. He's not fully fit, but he could just provide something. And it says Winstanley needs resting as well. So again, we're really struggling. He needs resting, but there's not a lot we can do here. We're gonna have to play him for the time being and hope for the best. So Kowalczyk is in goal. We've got a younger Andy Pan Hewlett and Winstanley, Brewitt, Dujak and McKinnon in midfield with Lloyd, Ford and Yumolu up front. McKinnon seems to have settled into the midfield a little bit, and Hewlett has all of a sudden become one of the better players. He scored twice in that 4-1 win last time out against Rochdale. So he seems to have settled down a little bit. He doesn't want to leave the club now either. So we've managed to sort 1 or 2 bits out. So we know what we've got to do. We've got to go out and win today and hope that Tamworth drop points. We're playing on the Friday and the Monday, so there's a lot to get through here. Can we find a way of doing it? Tamworth are at home against Barnet at the moment. But regardless of what happens, we have to win. And Cheltenham are the better side already. They've had 3 shots and just the one on target. But they are dominating proceedings here. We haven't had a single shot. We've had a lot of the ball, but we've done nothing with it. And it's not looking too good. Williams here inside to King. Back to Freeston. Now Smith holds on to it and moves down this right-hand side. Swings it into the penalty area. Ferry at the far post. And it's his first goal of the season, Will Ferry. And we are behind. And this is what I was afraid of, really. Tamworth are not winning, which is something. Younger swinging in the free kick toward the far post. Hewlett was there. They managed to get it clear. Yumolu picks it up. Quite a way out of position. Plays it into Andy Apan. That is a brilliant hit from Andy Apan. It's his first goal of the season as well. What a strike from the defender. And that is a huge equaliser for us. It's the first shot we've had at goal. And it was a lovely strike as well from the centre-back. I mean, he could play across the back four, as we know, but that is a lovely finish from the defender. And all of a sudden, we've got a little bit of fight in us here. Really good finish. Yumolu with the assist. Tamworth have just taken the lead against Barnet, though. It's just behind my where my head is. I don't know if you can see. I've just scrolled down a little. But they are 1-0 up against Barnet here. And we know we've got to beat Tamworth regardless. But if we could get some kind of advantage in the meantime, it would be a big help. We've certainly grown into the game in that first half after a very slow start, but we have got a chance maybe here to push on. At 1-1, there's a lot of pressure on us. And we've got players that are struggling for fitness as well. A younger to Romari Ford, and he's put it over the crossbar. I don't know if it was a cross or a shot, but whatever it was, it didn't work out. And we are struggling for fitness now. And Cheltenham have got a chance with Will Ferry with the corner. He swings it in toward Freeston. And it's a conceded goal from a corner. It's not ideal. We're 2-1 down. And we're going to have to make changes. I mean, we're struggling everywhere, really. Edgson's going to come on for Alfie Lloyd. Isaac Bailey's going to have to come on for McKinnon. And Corey Roberts is going to have to come on for Winstanley, who needed resting anyway. And we'll just have to hope for the best. They've been the better side, and it's not looking good for our promotion hopes right now. I mean, you can see the match momentum there. We have had very little in that manner. So hopefully we can do something here, but it's not looking too good. Brewitt into Dudjak. He just about finds the pass there to Etchison. He comes down this left-hand side. There's support in the penalty area if he can find it. He crosses for Romari Ford, and again, he can't keep the header down, and it's a poor effort. And we are looking pretty poor right now. Smith here with the throw for Cheltenham. They can't get automatically promoted now anyway, from what I can understand. Here's Bonds into Cooper. We're going to go attacking and we're going to demand more because we just simply have to. Brewitt intercepts. Yumolu picks it up, knocks it back to Andiepan. Lofts it over the top. Aitchison wins the header, but again, there's no support there. Yumolu's nowhere near it. He's supposed to be an advance forward, and he's not even close to the opposition penalty area. Smith into Bonds. Now Devon it into Loft. Clifford moving down this left-hand side. We need to get a challenge in. We need to do something to try and stem the flow here. Freeston into Devon. Now Clifford. Lofted over the top, and God, Corey Roberts has brought down Ferry. It's a penalty kick, and we have thrown this away here. And it's a brilliant save from Kowalczyk. It keeps us in it, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Here's Ferry with the resulting corner. Swung in, Andy Pan heads clear. Diallo, Freeston, Bonds with the strike. It's over the bar. We need a draw. We have to draw this game for it to be in our own hands. Tamworth are winning 2-1 at the moment. Isaac Bailey into Jack Aitchison. Moving down the left-hand side. We've got support arriving in the penalty area. He swings it in. Cooper with an easy clearance. A Younger wins the header, though. Aitchison again. Isaac Bailey with a bit of space to work. Finds Aitchison off the underside of the crossbar. What a strike that is. It's his first goal for the club. It's only his third appearance, I think. Because of that injury, of course. What a big, big goal that could be in our season at the end here. Aitchison with a lovely strike with the 1-2 with Isaac Bailey. First time hit, underside of the bar and into the corner. Oh, that is a huge, huge goal. And he's injured again. And now that oh no, that's going to put us down to 10 men. Oh, dear, dear, dear. He just can't stay fit. Uh-oh. I'm not really sure what we can do now, to be honest. I think we're going to have to drop Ford back to there. We'll put him on the attacking winger option. A Younger is going to drop back. I know what I'm trying to do. I'm just doing it in a really weird way. I don't want to go all out with the wing backs and full backs, etc. But I think it's going to have to be what it'll be. Younger is going to go into that winger position on that left-hand side with Ford on the right. Yamola's just going to have to do a lot of work on his own, and we're going to have to sacrifice the holding midfield right now, I think, and hope for the best. A draw we need desperately. We're going to have to drop back to a defensive mentality, I think, as well, and demand more. I never do this, but we are desperate for a draw here. Bonds into Cooper. Now Smith. We're nearly at the 90th minute. Someone intercepts. Olayinka gets there. Now Devaney. Out wide to Ferry. Please, not this late. 6 minutes at a time. Loft with the header off the bar. And he gets the rebound first. That's potentially cost us. Yamola into Dudjak. Can we get an instant response? Isaac Bailey keeps possession, finds Romari Ford. He's got Yamola in the penalty area. If he can find him, frees him with a vital interception. Corey Roberts picks it up, finds Isaac Bailey. Now Harrison Dudjak. Into Brewitt. Forward to Andy Apan. He's gone to that wide left position now. Can he swing it in? It's a good delivery. Yamola is attacking it. Yamola wins ahead of Beach with a massive, massive save. For Cheltenham, there's 5 minutes left. We're going to go attack. We're going to have to go very attacking here. Younger with the corner. Swings it in. Romari Ford attacking it. Couldn't get there. Clifford smashes it away. Isaac Bailey now picks it up. And it comes to nothing. 2 minutes left. Tamworth have beaten Barnet by 2-1. And we have lost. A 90th minute winner from Loft. And we ended up down to 10 men because of an injury. And a couple of poor performances there as well. And it's looking increasingly unlikely now. We need to beat Tamworth. And we need to rely on them losing on the last game as well. We need 2 wins. And we need Tamworth to not win in the last game as well. That was extremely heartbreaking at the end there. We needed that. We really did. Edgson's out for the rest of the season. Unfortunately, he's not worked out very well for us in terms of the injuries. He did a great goal, don't get me wrong, but it's not worked out well with him. We've got 3 days to go until the Tamworth game. Bear with me and we'll just whip through those, and we have to win. Otherwise, we have the delight of the playoffs, and I'm not sure we can get through them, so we'll have to see how we get on. Okay then, guys, we know what's at stake. We have to win. A draw isn't enough just because of the goal difference situation. We're having to rotate. We've not got very good fitness in the squad now, and unfortunately, the length of the campaign has started to really show, and we are using every possible player that we can to just try and get through these matches. Kowalczyk in goal, Igbinogene, Sumnall, Hewlett and Roberts are at the back with Okieng, Bailey and McKinnon in midfield. Thomas, Ford and Yamolu are the front three. Ford is struggling for fitness, but he's got to play. McKinnon is struggling, but he's got to play, and Hewlett is struggling. But again, they've just got to play. I mean, Ebatiman and Lloyd both suspended. Itchison's injured. Cisse is injured. And all of our bench, apart from Ronan Hughes, are struggling for fitness as well. And yeah, not looking too good at the minute. We'll just have to see what we can do. Like I say, anything other than a win, and it is playoffs. And I don't like playoffs. It's far too stressful for my liking. We did well. We've done well before in situations like that, but it doesn't make it any easier. And we have got some work to do. And once again, away from home, we were not good enough. But this is the one home game that I don't know if we can actually win as we go up against league leaders Tamworth. Here is Basaka. Over the top, Davidson picks it up, swings it in. Smith is there, and it's just over the bar. 20 seconds it's taken Tamworth to break through our defence here. and we are not looking too positive, are we? Here's Foster Caskey into Bush, looking over the top for Olliott. Swung in again, looking for Smith. Igbinogene clears well. McKinnon tries to further it away, but it's not gone far enough. And now Jones back to Basaka. Davidson. If we could get possession, that would be ideal. McKinnon tried, but couldn't get there. Blocks them now. Makes a turn straight into the penalty area. It's flown over the crossbar. Tamworth putting a lot of pressure on early on here. And it doesn't matter about any of the other matches. We have to win this match. We have to. Caskey lofts it into the penalty area. We managed to just about clear it, but it's not very convincing. Saka into Lawrence and Jones and Kowalczyk. A little bit extravagant from him, but he's managed to make the save nonetheless. Cheltenham lead against St Albans. As things stand, if we lose this game, the title's done anyway, but if we lose against Newport as well, Cheltenham could actually go above us in the playoff places, so not ideal. It is all Tamworth. 20 minutes gone, we haven't had a single attempt at goal. And I don't want to change tactic right now in terms of the mentality of it, but I think we might have to. Gegenpress seems to be a way to go to get players further forward, but we haven't got the fitness for it. We're only a part-time team. And the other bit of news as well, we've been linked with a takeover that came through literally the day before this game, which isn't the ideal preparation. The last thing we need is more upheaval around the club at such a vital time. We finally had an attempt at goal right at the end of the first half. 6 attempts for Tamworth and 2 on target. And yeah, we're not looking too good. We're going to go to a positive mentality and we're going to demand more for the second half. And what can we do? I mean, Ayabatiman, our top scorer, he's missing in action, of course, with suspension, as is Alfie Lloyd. And our bench is made up of 3 defenders and a central midfielder. We're going to do very well to come out with anything from this game. We have to win. Tamworth know they only need a draw based on the goal difference. We're going to demand more again. We're going to take McKinnon off for Ronan Hughes. And we're going to get Winstanley on, I think, at right back. And Okieng's on a yellow card, so Brewitt can come on for him. Can we get anything from this game? 10 minutes to go. We've been by far the worst of the two sides. Winstanley here with a throw into Hewlett. Now Brewitt picks it up. Bit of space for him to run into. Finds Isaac Bailey. Into Ollie Thomas. Now Yamolu. That's a poor pass from him. And again, his link-up play ain't good enough. Ollie Thomas did really well there to win possession back. Ronan Hughes making the run. Gets down the right-hand side. Plays in. Yamolu! Is he offside? He's not offside. Jemiah Yamolu, in the 82nd minute here, has put us ahead. We worked the move quite well. We don't deserve to be in front in the grand scheme of things. Ronan Hughes coming down the right-hand side. It took a deflection across. Yamolu with the finish. That is a huge, huge goal. We could still win this title. We have to keep this up, though. We have to win this match. We're into injury time. 7 minutes added time. Igbinogene with the throw. Isaac Bailey back to Igbinogene. Swings it in. Romari Ford is at the far post and he got the header on target. But Barden with a comfortable save as he launches it forward. Brewitt does really well with the header. Isaac Bailey into Romari Ford. Bailey's in support. There's about 4 players going forward here. This is Igbinogene. Back into Brewitt. Now Hughes. Back to Brewitt again. Winstanley. Into the penalty area. Can he square it? No, he can't. He's been forced to turn. But Brewitt, Tom Brewitt, with his second of the season, he's done it. He's done them both at this point. 91st minute. It took a big deflection, but we do not mind. 2-0 here. Whew, this is a massive, massive win here. 6 minutes to go until the full-time whistle. 2 extremely late goals. Romari Ford and Yamolu both out on their feet. Isaac Bailey's not far behind them either. That's a huge result. And it means that we need Tamworth to drop points on the last day, and we have to beat Newport. A massive 3 points in this title race. We are level-headed going into the last game of the season. Winstanley, Bailey and Ford need a rest. We can't afford to. There's 5 days to go until the Newport game away from home. I did threaten it could be a triple threat today. A triple threat it'll be. Bear with me and we'll come back for the Newport game in what could be a title-winning match. We're doing it the hard way. Let's see how we get on. Okay then guys, we know what we've got to do. We have to win away from home against Newport. We've had 3 defeats in our last 3 away games. The problem is St Albans, who have got 18 points this season, sat rock bottom, are away against Tamworth. I'm certainly not feeling hopeful now. Even if we could win here, I don't really think we've got a chance. In terms of player fitness, again, we are struggling a bit. But it is what it is. There's not too much we can do. We're just going to put out as good a team as we can and hope for the best, really. It's certainly going to be a difficult one nonetheless. And if by some miracle St Albans managed to get a result, we could have an unbelievable celebration come the end of this. But we'll have to see how we do. Kowalczyk in goal, Igbinogene, Andiepan, Hewlett and Winstanley at the back, Brewitt, Dudjak and Bailey midfield, Thomas, Ford and Ebatiaman up front 3. Let's see what we can do. Newport are right in there for a playoff fight today as well. It's all to play for both sides. And we have got so much to play for right now. And there's very little that could go in our favour. Tamworth are at home, like I say, against the bottom club in the league. The longer they stay at 0-0, the better. As long as we win and Tamworth don't, that's how it goes. I'm not hopeful, like I say, but we'll see what happens. Here is Evans, inside to McLaughlin. Bogle in behind. I think he was offside, but it's not been given, and a penalty has. And Bogle with the penalty for Newport here. Kowalczyk with a huge save. That is a massive, massive point in this game from our point of view. It keeps it at 0-0, but we've got to pick it up here. Corner comes in, and it's a free kick to Woods. It's an handball. Tamworth still 0-0 with St Albans. It's been a very dull game so far from our point of view. We're going to go positive mentality because we've got to score goals today. There's no doubt about it. And Franco Ume with the finish for Newport. It's not going to get stopped this time. A 10th of the season for him. And Tamworth are ahead against St Albans now. And I think it's pretty much going to be done. Yeah, Will Evans makes it 2 for Newport. Well, I mean, we've done really well to get to the point where we're at, but for us to absolutely collapse at the end of this season and have no consistency whatsoever has certainly cost us. Bailey with a free kick over the bar. And I mean, for Tamworth to lose against the bottom club, St Albans, would have been a miracle anyway. But at 2-0 down, we are not going to get anywhere today, I don't think. Can we see the Tamworth? Well, Tamworth is 2-1 at the moment. Here's Maxted into Stallard. Into McLaughlin. Back into Stallard again. Into Ben now. I'm just going to pause there a minute Um, and we just need to do something just to try. It's not been going to plan, has it? And I can't imagine anything going our way right now. We've gone to a gate. We're going to go to a gegenpress, but at 2-0, it's a possibility. If we concede here, it's done. Here's O'Reilly back into Stallard again. And now McLaughlin into Bowen. Opportunity knocking again for Newport. It's Van Shaw. Chance to swing it in. He plays it into Bowen. And there's the third. I could pretty much see that coming as soon as they had it at the halfway line. Tamworth are 3-1 up anyway, so it doesn't matter now. And that is going to be the end of that, I think. And yeah, we're going to just throw everyone forward in a hope that we can get something from the game. Everyone's played poorly. Winstanley with a 6, Hewlett with a 6.2, Andy Apad 6.2, Brewitt 6.2. And our front players haven't looked like doing anything either. It's been extremely disappointing. Dudjak's going to come off for McKinnon as well. And, I mean, what can we do? Winstanley here with a throw into Bailey. Hewlett into Brewitt. And now McKinnon. Batiamam. Poor pass from him. Very easily dealt with. And now Bell. Into Stallard again. And Newport charging forward again. We're doing nothing to stem the flow. That is for sure. Ume. Into O'Reilly. Ben swings it in. Evans, there's the fourth. I mean, Tamworth are winning anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. But for it to go down the way it is, it's just... It's heartbreaking, to be honest, and it's not going to go any better, is it? Winstanley clears, Batiman picks it up, has support, finds Yamolu. Decent counter-attacking move. Ollie Thomas with the header into the top corner. It's his 10th of the season. At least we've shown a little something. But, yeah. It's very little too late here at 4-0 down. We're back to 4-1. 25 minutes to go. Tamworth have won anyway, obviously, so it makes very little odds. And at least we're showing a little bit of fight, but our back four have been demolished here today. 6.1s for all four of them. Benergy's just gone up to a 6.3. So that's going to be that. I think McKinnon here with a corner, swings it into the far post. It's headed clear. Yamolu picks it up. Opportunity just to get a goal back, maybe. Winstanley into Isaac Bailey. Ollie Thomas deflected. Van Shaw clears. Omar Bogle wins the header. And with 5 minutes to go of added time, here's Igbinogene into Ollie Thomas. Igbinogene into Andy Apan. Now Brewitt. Isaac Bailey into Yamolu. Gets it back to 4-2. At least we've shown something in this second half, but defensively is where we've been let down today. And unfortunately, that's going to be that for this season. I can't imagine us doing well in the playoffs. Looking at this, Newport are going to get into the playoffs from what I can gather. And based on this, we'll do well to get through to the final of the playoffs, to be honest. Here is Brewitt into Igbinogene, into Ollie Thomas. Manages to get past Saket, who brings him down, and it's going to be a second yellow for him. But again, it's too late for us now. And that is the end of that. A 4-2 defeat against Newport. Going to a 3 up front seemed to help matters, didn't it? But at that point, it was far too late, and a very disappointing end to the season. Tamworth, pretty sure, did win. Yeah, 4-1 they won. So we wouldn't have been able to do anything anyway against that. And we finished second in the playoffs. I'm not too sure exactly how it's going to work out for fixtures, but that will come in the next episode, and hopefully we can at least show something. The fact that it's uh, dropped right at the very end of the season, I mean, you're looking at that run there. We've had 3 wins in our last 7 games. The defeats against Fylde and Grimsby have cost us really. Cheltenham and Newport, yeah, they. I mean, they're games that we shouldn't be winning, given the nature of the positions in the table. But Grimsby and Fylde, we should have done a lot better, and we've thrown it away here. A lot to deal with before we get into the playoffs, but we'll see how things go. Until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It's all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.